Hey, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
I just got here. I saw you lost the game. Oh wait, is you
Yeah,
ringing? Hang on a second.
I blundered pretty
Oh,
hard.
okay. We don't want to look at that game then. So, if you like, we can play a game real quick. Then have
Sure.
a brief review. Oh, let me connect with this account. Actually, yeah, should be fine. I was trying to connect with the other client, but this should be good. Let's try
Mm-hmm.
a handicap 5K maybe. Don't feel like
Okay.
overplaying too much. Oh wait, I have to match again. So white. But you were winning the other day lots of games, right? Or when it was on Monday?
Yeah, I've been winning pretty
Yeah, you had something like four or
fairly
five
often.
games in a row.
Yep. I've had a lot of wins lately.
Okay. It,
And then it's really weird, like my opponents, I'm either like winning by over 40 points or I'm just getting crushed
oh,
by some mistakes in reading. So, I gotta practice my reading still.
of course, yeah.
Oh
You
boy.
gotta be good in fights, especially against these people who probably have a lot of experience already. Around this level, 7Q and up, they have tons of games, especially on IGS.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to overplay much, that's why just 5 handicap. But we'll see if it's needed. And then we have to see how you do against the 7Q. If you calm down a little bit, you don't try to kill him right away.
Right, right. Um,
But here you can try to kill me everywhere. Why not?
I could, but I think I know better.
We'll see. So disattach. Alright, that's a nice corner. This just like it still works fine in 5 handicap games. But when you go lower or even game, it's not so often seen. The one with the attach at F4 and
Mm-hmm.
that one it's enough.
Yeah, I only played it because of
The Hoshi, right?
D
Yeah.
D10. Yeah.
And today how many games you played so far? Just one?
Just two.
And you lost both?
I won the first
Okay.
one. I won the first one and then lost the second one.
Mm-hmm. So your left side is pretty big, but I don't panic yet. Let's see what happens here. Hmm. Monkey jump. Well, on the left side, white doesn't play a monkey jump. White plays b15 to enter. But right now, we're busy with this corner. It's actually big for black to block at b16 sometime soon. But k17 was big too. So here,
Mm-hmm.
time to run a little bit for black. Or make a base, huh? Hmm. That sent.
Okay.
Well, it's more than 4 points to play b15, but still, k17 was big. Actually, in the top, you could play g17 attach, and then extend around k16 or something to make it a little more better.
Oh, to seal it in farther. Yeah.
Well, you can still play that
Mm.
G17 attach, but no need to rush. You can play it anytime. This attach helps me a little bit, so it's a thank you move.
Oh, okay.
Because I already got the extension at Q11, so the right side becomes much stronger now. So here you wanna cut me, right? Let's see how you block. If you do. Okay. Now just an invasion to shake things up a little bit. Okay. I should run up. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Fight time.
What's my best shape here? Let's start with this.
Okay. That's still playable. But now maybe I'm not going to descend. Atari or what? Let's try a little peep here. And cut. We play like Koreans on the second line most of the time. That's the value. Okay. Korean happiness is the second line. Yeah. I was just about to cut. Ha. That was
Yeah,
too
that cut
obvious,
would
huh?
be pretty painful.
Yeah, it would give me a few stones and crawl on the second line again. Too much Korean style in that cut.
This way.
That's a good move actually. But how about I jump out? No.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
You try to escape, I see. They try to remove the base first. That's why they second line all the time.
Something like that.
Yeah, many times they do. Well, I played R2 and S2 just to survive. And in a way take away your base for this 04 Q4. Which is still somewhat a target. Well, I shouldn't say that actually.
Let's try that.
So you're running out. Straight line push. Cut, it's coming up soon. Let's just cut a couple of stones here. Yeah, black took the Tengen from the start. From the first move. So we cut and then what? Many Ataris. And I make a very ugly shape. Ooh, that's dangerous. Puck, puck. I can play a cute move, or I can push and double Atari, right? Which one we play? This one. The clamp.
Clamp is good.
A few stones should die. Not too many. So you save that guy. Alright, let's see with the other group. How about a little Tsuji here to remove the base. And now you still have a base. But let's see what happens in the middle. Uh-huh. That's brave.
That is some feedback I often get. You're being very brave. Doomed to failure, but gosh, if you aren't brave. Let's see.
So we have a fight here. Wow. Uh-huh. Snap back and so on. Let's go for a little snapback here to stay alive. In case I need.
I see.
You really need to start looking at that basic techniques book a little bit from time to time.
Yeah.
You gotta check one chapter a week, not one chapter a day.
Okay.
To make it easier. So push once. It's a lot about fighting actually. From now on. Connect first. I should, huh?
Yeah, connection probably helps you.
It's a chicken style of play. Go out and kill a few more stones in the middle. Maybe. So no connection, huh? Not that easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it harder for you.
I see that. It's good. Challenging.
Oh, that way.
Trying to
I
connect
have
under.
lots of problems.
Second line again. It's a rat escape. So
Gonna be
Atari.
satisfied with this?
Well, if you don't die in the middle, maybe.
There's a condition to my happiness. I see.
If you stay alive with everything, then it's not too bad. So one Atari here. Even that, not so happy about this Atari. Then save my guy to keep you separated.
Right.
If some of these groups are dying, the one in the middle or this one on the side, but I see you can connect them, which is good. Then I still have to struggle. Otherwise, it would be an easy win for white. But this is a good sequence. Yeah, you can run out. You could actually push first. Like this, I connect
Push.
this.
Oh, at
But anyway,
S8?
you can push
Yeah.
and then take, and I take back, and you go down. So it's hard for me to kill
Gotcha.
that group. Now let's try something else. Can you kill this?
Oh, I don't know. You probably can.
No more confidence.
Hey, I've seen you take those 5 downs to school.
Oh yeah.
So.
Good morning, or actually good evening. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have to continue with the 5 downs for a little while. Maybe another 6 games against them. And then 4 more to jump to rank, something like that. Phew, there's a lot to work on tie jump to go up to levels. Who won the Q Clash
Yep,
yesterday?
yep.
I've seen like 2 minutes
Uh,
of the session.
User Bun did. She won the second game and then won the Blitz tiebreaker.
There were 3 games? Oh, nice.
Yep.
I've seen the position where the game was pretty much towards the end, and she could kill the right side by playing a move on the first line, and she was very kind. She played some Atari, and the guy connected, and that was.
Yep.
Did she win that game?
She ended up winning that game.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the kill didn't really matter. But when
Nope.
you have the chance to kill a group like that, you don't have to hesitate.
Okay.
It was an easy Tsumego. Well, yeah, I wanted to connect under. And now let's make some shape. Very kind indeed. Generous to a fault, as a friend of mine says. When I donate games. But it's always easier to lose a game, so we know how that goes. Oh, some Ataris are coming. I was just looking about at cutting L9. So now if you Atari, I have to go out. If you Atari, I have to go out. And if you connect, I go out. So that move, it's not really sent.
Ah, okay.
Super friendly Q Clash match. I'm waiting for Hanayol to send me his proposals about his ideas in organizing an event together somehow. I don't know, playing a game, we can comment some game together. We'll see. Maybe it will be interesting to see him play on Fox and comment in the same time.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Probably
great
better
to
than,
hear you guys
yeah.
interact.
Well, I still want to rank up with that account on the Dan Dash on Taijam first. Then I should switch a little bit to Fox. Fox is the popular server these days. Stay alive here. Oh, you don't?
Oh. Oh, my group's not alive, is it?
Slowly and remove all the ice. Well, it can leave, I guess. You push once in center E17, then you push B16, then you play one Atari. I'm not sure if you have time to connect here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I do.
But if you push and then you push an Atari and you jump, maybe you can save like most of it. And probably you have time to connect, I'm not sure. But that's pretty big for me to cut the 2 stones and be like 10
Yep.
points surrounding territory.
Let's play this way.
You could push B16 first and then jump. But anyway, I'll connect
right.
here, so you gotta take those 2.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you need to capture there. Now there's a cutting point, but first of all, I don't want you to connect under. So this is big. Life is important, right?
Yeah.
So if I connect, can you survive still? Alright, you can have that stone. How about now I'm a chicken and protect my bottom group? Somehow.
Yeah, I keep looking at that, but I can't find a good way to attack it instantly.
There is one way. Probably
Maybe
you
H3
need
and
to
then come
start
out.
from. Wait a second, if it was to play. Well, you can just cut G3. Then if I go H3, you
Okay.
go down, and if I go H2, you take the 2 stones. If I block the other side, you turn, and you have a double Atari. So when you play G3, I have to play under G2 and H2. And then you push again and you capture 1 stone. So I better protect something like this. And you can still reduce the group with L2 and then slide F1. Well, the top is alive. Now you can connect that stone if you want. I mean the 2 stones. Oh, this is good too. But this can put your group in danger. Because I have Atari, then Atari again, and one more. So you work hard for that stone. And then when I protect here, you're losing the eyes around the middle. I'm not going to fall to that. Okay, now it's alive. How you block this move? It's better than the monkey jump. Yeah, he's extremely brave today. I did just like this, and now if he blocks, we start a co, and the board explodes.
I don't want to go. I hate go so
No.
much.
You better lose 2 more points then, or the left side or the corner, and Atari again.
And then protects.
So if I push again, I have 1 Atari, but it's bigger to capture the 2 stones now. It's about time. So in the end, that Moy on the left side was something like 20 points, huh? 20 to 25. Yeah. It's not bad. Top right survive, it's okay. Oh, here I'm almost dying. Maybe this is a little bit deep. I can play F2 and you die inside. You should jump from L2 and then... But there's an interesting move here. You block Atari, Hane. Anyway, here you should just go F1 instead of G2.
Gotcha.
But what you can try now is to play G5, and then if I block, you can go F1, then I go Atari, you can connect, then if I connect, you have Atari and capture. So I have to let you connect under. But in the end, you have to answer all those moves. So let's see if it's worth it for me to block. Pock, 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 pock. Actually, it's good because you have to play lots of Gote moves. So in that case, G2 works. If you go now F1.
See.
I can Atari, you gotta connect. But I don't have time to connect. E2. Because you go Atari G3 and you kill me. So I have to play G3, then you play E2, then I go Atari, then you take. So we found a way to make that G to work, but it's kind of painful. And
Gotcha.
Gote. So let's push here once.
Yep.
Next I have Atari. You can play Hane first, h6. If you don't want to block.
Yeah.
h6 is threatening my group, so I have to nope it.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
And then you can block, yeah.
Some other
way better than just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah. You build a few extra points here. You could, well. Wait a second, when I blocked. If you start with Atari at G3, after you turn and I block, then you remove the liberties. So when you play Hane F1, it doesn't work anymore. I can play Atari H2 and I capture them. It only works in this order. When you go F1 first to... Oh, Scat Maker is back. Be aware. Back and dangerous. This push is actually pretty big. Because even if you block under, after I go Atari from the outside, you cannot really connect. Dametsumari.
Right.
But you gotta play once, yeah. Anyway, there is some Magi here. So I should make a couple of points in the middle. You should jump L2 in center. Because it reduces my space a lot. Then not much to do against this lower right corner. This Atari is pretty big. Okay, also center.
Let's see.
So Q Clash, it's usually 3 games?
It's usually, well, it's 2 full-length games with a tiebreaker if they're 1-1. So it's, and then if the players want to keep playing, they can. So it's kind of just a way to have Twitch streamers get together and play games together.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time.
And no pressure. When you're a Q player, you're happy about every move you play.
Let's try this.
That's big. I was looking at 018 and connect. You could also take the stone in the corner. A17 is pretty big. But now...
Yeah, I was looking at that one too.
Yeah. Actually, you could connect solid here. But that move works. Because when you play M19 and if I block, you go Atari and it's a co-fight. So I have to Nobi. But let me see. Nothing bigger at this stage. Hane here it's nothing. Atari I can take 1 stone. I think I'll connect. And let you M19.
Oh, okay. I was looking at...
That's good. I didn't count, but it feels pretty close. That's a Gote move to block like that. You should play M19 in center. So that's your right. I will let you play it, and I go for this single stone.
Righto.
No, you don't have to capture that. Well, it's actually center because I play here, but you gotta play M19 in center to destroy 2 more points. If I block, you can fight the call. Because when you're in a game and you're behind, you don't care if you lose by 10 or by 15 or by 50 or 100, so you fight the call, and then I will probably play here. I guess you're behind. I didn't count, but let's check.
Yeah, I'm probably behind.
Those stones in the top, they weigh something, huh? I have like 50 points up top. Now here, I have to accept 1 Atari. What can we do about that? and then threaten to capture one stone.
Hmm.
And then you also want to capture one stone, so you can have it. Close game. Not bad. Good for moral. You have an Atari there, but it's no big deal. Take this one. Also small, actually. So at this stage already you can count the value of pretty much each move. So you can have that stone, but if I play Atari here, and then I capture another stone, then I have a double Atari. So this Atari is actually Sente. But then when you capture my stone, it's also Sente. And then I connect and I can take a stone here. But it's pretty big to capture. Oh wait, push here first.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, you work hard for these points.
Yeah. All 4 of them. 3 of them.
I let you have this stone in the middle at age 9. You work hard for that too, so capture it in the center. Then you can play K11 to prepare a double Atari.
Okay. All right.
So if I don't connect solid and I try to be sneaky, how's the situation? You have Atari, Atari, and another Atari. It doesn't work, but I still need to play another move at the end, so solid is better. Less cotrets. Yeah, you have like 50 points. Lower left became probably more than 20. About 25. Only 67. Ah, good enough. But I don't manage to kill any of these weak groups. So this move is looking for a snapback, but it doesn't work because I capture it. It works a little later after you remove more liberties.
Right, right.
I think I have something more than 60. Taking this stone can be Sente. So it's just one sentence point. Capturing C13, it's 2 points in Gote. Atari here, it's interesting. This push is 1 point Sente. I think it's better for me to play Atari here, so I can make a point, destroy a point, and when I capture K7 you have to play inside. So with this move, I kind of force you play K7. Because if I take K7, then I capture the coin center and you lose the point at L8, and then I have Atari here and connect. This is more than 2 points. Because I destroy 1 point, and when I connect, I prevent you from playing Atari. If you play the Atari P9, you make 2 points. And you have the option to capture another stone and you destroy one of my, so it's like 3.5 points.
I see.
Yeah, somebody was testing his motorbike, I guess. In my neighborhood, Atari here. So this is 2 points. What else? 2 points. Very peaceful endgame. Lots of 2 points moves. Okay, now I see the snapback, so I'm scared. And I stay alive.
Right. What's left?
Not much. Okay, you can Atari and destroy 1 point. Or make 1 point and capture 1 stone. So I should prevent this. Because it's center for you. Then t7 it's 2 points. k1 it's 1 point and maybe almost 2.
Okay.
So let's see.
Oh, right.
Let's see the score. Well, if you try to make another point and play L1, then we fight the core, and that's a little bit risky.
Yep.
Okay. There's a point here. You should make this point, because that's
Yeah, I should have made that one.
there are some cores, like the one in the middle at J9. Atari.
And still.
So if I connect here and you don't,
Whoop. Yep.
there is no com in this game. I think there shouldn't be. Let me see. The com is actually -5.5, but com should be just half a point in handicap games. So I take this call, you fill the other one. Well, 5 points for black will help a little bit to narrow the gap. It was actually costly to get cut in the top right, where you had to go back and connect at Q17 and lose those stones in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
And then losing the base for the lower right corner was expensive too.
Yep.
You survive here, but only 6 points in the center.
It's pretty sad.
And 2 points in the...
That's everything,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Wait. Only few prisoners though. In the top, and that's it. Dun, dun, dun. Ha! 8.5. So with the commi it's like 13, right? 13.5. I mean, without the 5 points. Yeah, within 10, 15 points. It's okay. Decent game. Thank you.
Yeah, the last time we played 5 stones,
It was a disaster.
I think I lost by 60 or 70,
Half
right?
or died, huh?
Yeah.
We can open it a little bit in review. Just a second. I can set up a review. Just a moment. Let's see the last game. To see the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can kill a 7Q. Oh, I have to give you an invite here. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
You see it? Ah. Yep. So Sun and Say, that's good. Disattach, still questionable. Well, it's okay to play it when you have D10 and when you play 5 handicap, but you can think about the pincer like H3. You can think about the pincer like K3. When you play K3, it actually helps your O4. So if I go in the corner, you can block either side and it's okay. If I play a double approach, because it's a handicap game and I have to play a little more confusing, you can keep it simple, like simply Kosumi and then block one side or the other. You can block the left side.
Okay.
Because it feels bigger. Even that it's pretty much the same, because you still have a middle side extension on both sides, here and here. So you can go for the Moyo either way. You can also attach. For example, if you play this contact, Hane, Nobi, then I jump in the corner, you block the left side, and you cut. So even if you lose the corner and part of the bottom side, you're still fine, because you have K3 taking care of the O4 corner. So I don't slide all the way to O2 and remove the base and then start chasing you. And on the left side, you're strong enough now. Also, you can, in this kind of position, you can block this way and then wedge to create some cutting points. And you can turn once and then play Keiba to go for a nice Moya and try to connect your D10. If you don't play game up, probably you can think about a jump like this, or you can push again. And then next, when you block d9, you remove a liberty for that group. But blocking the other side, it's more interesting actually, like in the previous variation here. But anyway, playing a tight pincer would be more interesting, put more pressure. If I simply go in the corner this way, which side would you block?
Oh.
Usually you block the side where you have more potential, where you can build a larger moil. So
C4.
Yeah,
so.
block the wider side. Because you have the extension at d10. So when you play this Joseki, you have a nice moil, because the wall is in the direction of the extension, which is in place. So it's quite an ideal shape if you have this one. That's why in a handicap game especially, white is not going to jump San, because I have to try a Joseki to confuse you somehow. So either this one and put pressure here, or some double approach. But again, against double approach, if you think about the Joseki where you want to go for the left side, you will play Kosumi again, and again block the left side, and then surround the corner like this. And if white plays here, you don't have to play any Atari, just connect. It's good to connect solid, because when you play an Atari, you're losing the edge around E2. If you don't play a move at F, many people play here by reflex, just Atari once, because the thinking is I play Atari, my opponent doesn't see, and I take the stone, but your opponent will see Atari, so he will connect. And then you realize you still have a cutting point at D5, so you go back and connect D5. But probably you noticed at 6-7 Q level, there are many people who just connect here because they're thinking this shape looks much better, but in fact it's not effective. White can still connect under, and when you want to block, Atari will come, and then white takes a stone. So in the end, you still end up with D5, but you're not connected anymore. Or you don't separate that white stone on the left side. So instead of playing Atari, if you just connect here, okay, white can still play this move, but white is not in a rush to play it, because white may want to use the edge of C6. So if I play this exchange right away and you play here or you play any other move, I weaken my C6 too much. So what happens? People are trying to get in the room. If white doesn't play this move, C4 immediately, and the game continues with other moves. At some point, when you fight a core or something, you can just peep E2. That's why it's better not to play the Atari at F4. So when you play this E2, there are several options for white to react. Well, actually two. F2 block, or disconnection at E3. When E3, you just connect under and you're happy, because now when this happens, white has to struggle to live in the corner. And it will be something like this, and in the end white plays another move to survive, which is pretty painful. But if white blocks the other way, you just honey in the corner. And now many people by reflex will just block. And in this case, you can just Atari, and when white connects, you take 2 stones. So you separate the corner. And if white plays some Atari here or takes a stone, you take the other one. And again, it's painful, because in the end, it's something like this. So white again, it's pretty small in the corner, or it becomes low. So yeah, there are these variations, even if double Kakari happens. So let's see what happened in the game when I played O2. So this is all Joseki. Probably for safety, you can play C6. It's still connected. Or actually, you can try to cut right away to see how white reacts. And if white goes H3 to capture the cutting stone, you have all these forcing moves. And after you play everything in center here to sacrifice the 2 stones, you don't need a move to protect against the cut, because you're already protected. So you're not going to play D6, and now you have a free move, and you play another big point somewhere else. Or maybe you just protect these 2 stones in the lower right corner. You should add another move here, because in case you lose the base like this, let's say you just block, and after you block here, you can think about moves like M2, but you're already fine. And after you play a move like R5, you can also slide here or invade directly.
Okay.
But okay, it's proper to play that d6 or c6, because when you cut, white will probably go under if white is not greedy. And then it's still possible to push and cut at e4, because now you're not threatening to capture my stones with e2 or f2 when I'm connected under like that. But if this happens, white is pretty low. This will happen later in the game. Going out and you capture this, or bamboo connection. So back to the game. Okay, big boy on the left side. Alright, so before you play this k17, if you go 2k here, I should just descend. And then you can extend in the top somehow. But it's still more urgent to play something on the right, because those two stones are the most vulnerable black stones on the board. There are white stones both on the right and the bottom side, so it's good to help them out now. In the top, it's nice to have this exchange. If I just Hane, like I did in the game, it's actually not so good right away, because you will no-b once. And after this no-b, I need another move, like connect or push. Because if I play somewhere else now, here you should think about a move just to protect and take Sente.
Okay.
And then you have this kind of move. And now if I connect here, you separate on the left. And if I play this one, you take the top stone, and then I have to live in the corner, which is painful, because it will be like this. I cannot jump anymore. And now I have to go back and make life. And probably it's safe enough for you just to play here and build a lot on the left side. Okay. So let's beat a 7q. Next time we go for a slaughter. In a 5 handicap. No hints. Just kill everything.
No hints.
Yeah, you gotta prepare for a tough fight. Let's play a solid Fuseki. And then you can kill probably everything. Because your opponent will be desperate and jump inside.
Yep. It's taking quite some time. Go back to 2 and 3. We might have to give or take a handicap. Yep.
That's alright. So you found one? Alright.
Yep.
You're giving handicap. Well, when you give to handicap, that's very close to even games, so you can play very calm still. But you should start in a handicap game. You should start with a 3-4 or some other move to make it more complicated than Hoshi. The Josekis are usually a little more confusing for your opponent. But now that you play Hoshi, you can't do much. You gotta continue with simple moves. Which corner to approach?
It doesn't matter. I usually start with like C6.
Ah, okay. I would play O3 or R6, but it doesn't matter much indeed.
Usually when I'm giving 2 handicaps, I Tanuki and just approach every corner and see what the opponent does.
Then approach R6.
R6. Yeah. Okay.
But you don't really have to be extremely desperate and try to spread the stones all over the board so quickly. You have all the time in the world. They will panic and then middle game will decide. Now here you can double approach. That can be confusing. If you just play Sansan R3, everybody knows that Joseki. But when you play O3, they can have some problems already.
Okay.
Now he has like 3 options. That's one of them. But in this case, Q6 would be a better move for black. Anyway, what to do?
So just N4?
Yeah, Hane first. And next?
And we can still extend to P3.
You can go P3, Q3 or R3. Let's see here. Try Q3.
Okay.
Attach or Sansan, but attach is good. Because if you go r3, he would block p3, let you connect r4, then he takes n3, and then you need another move. And here you just connect p3, and he has to connect also r4. Then that stone is still Aji on the right side. Oh, and if he plays that, you Hane in the corner immediately, r2. So he doesn't build too much in that corner. And if he goes down, there is still Aji that you can use when going out at q6, but you don't have to do it immediately. Now, this sequence ended in center for you. So you look all over the board, locate the big points, most open sides, and probably attack the top right corner.
Right, probably 017.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then works nice. Yep.
It's like a mega double wing formation with that Hoshi.
Yeah. And then I can just jump back maybe to K16.
That's good. So he has the right side, most of it, but there is still Ajen. It feels over concentrated. Now here, when he plays that move, he asks for Sun invasion. Just a second.
Really?
Sun is good here, R17. Because if you don't play anything, he will go Q18, and Q18 with that formation and the extension at R11 looks too good.
Right. So do I Hane first
Q18.
then? Yeah.
Well, you look all over the board, but the top side was quite hot, so you had to play there. R18.
And then it's
just connect solid.
Oh, R18. Okay.
Both moves are okay, R18 and S18. But when you play R18 and then slide S15, maybe you get to help your O17 a little bit. Now just go up R15. And before you protect the corner, you can go down O18 to see if he no beyond the second line or he will Hane. And if you take away the corner in center, then you can look all over the board again and play on the left side too. Do we need another move here? Let's see. Yeah, you need. You should just protect solid R16.
Okay.
And then you can push and cut. And when you play this move, he either connects solid or he jumps to O14. But that still leaves some Aji, because you have the push and a peep and another peep. But if he connects solid, it's fine. You don't hurt your top stones too much. If he plays that move, you can ignore completely. It's no big deal. Yeah.
Okay.
And you still have the push and cut, but you don't have to use it immediately. Or if you like to answer locally, you can play a Hane, but I guess he will cut, then you go Atari. Proper way in the top to save those two stones is to play M17, but it's bigger to play something on the left side, like D10 or slide B4 and extend. Because those two stones, even if he captures them, he invests a lot already. And he played one Gote move.
D10.
Yeah, okay. He was afraid of Sun evasion here. So you play that exchange in center. Now what?
I can either extend along the bottom or protect the upper left corner.
Upper left is nice, so he doesn't play Sun. But which move?
Yeah.
C14 or D14? Or some double up like D17, C16?
Yeah, I was looking at like C16.
You can play all those moves, but C14 or D14, they look more flexible.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Because he's strong on the left side, so he will invade C8, for example. But he cannot... Yeah, these two stones he can have. And let's see, there is still Aji. You can Hane, Atari, push, or leave it like that. Yeah, you don't have to answer that. Yeah. Now the bottom side.
Okay.
Shall we play something aggressive? Or something simple?
We could probably go to J3.
Try
G3.
G3.
G3. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. If you play J3, you leave a big gap for an invasion. But if you play this move and now you pull back, he has to strengthen the corner or keep it solid. But then he might go down F2 here. Then you turn H4 and you get to build more. So it's much harder
Okay.
for him to invade, and you can push one more time. it's
I
it's
see.
difficult for him to invade around K3 or L3 or something like that. And if he doesn't know B, then you Hane and double Hane. So if you look all over the board, okay, that's a big point. He's desperate already. It doesn't feel like it's a two handicap game anymore. It's more like an even game, or white has a slight advantage. So you have a big potential on the left side. What's the first move that comes to mind here?
Probably C17 in this situation.
Try E17 in this situation.
E17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because of the
shoot.
left side, you have D10 and you're looking at the center. You can give away that corner.
Right.
Oh, but maybe he will die in that corner. Now block E18. He was supposed to push E18, and then when you jump or you block, he can cut once and then attach C16. Now he'll play B15 or push again, or maybe just B18.
Oh.
Yeah, he's afraid. How can you attack that group now?
I can start with B16.
Yeah,
I
very
think.
good. So now if most of your stones are facing the center, then you can use the edge of those two in the top by playing N16, then Atari, then push on top, and let him have it as small as possible. But this group is dying.
Is it just a
Well, it's a
18?
co. No, a B17 first.
Okay. Oh, right.
Because you're threatening to force his eye D16.
Right, yep.
But then he will try some desperate moves. Like that one.
Does this help him?
Not much. You can play D17 and when he comes out, you go after him.
Okay.
Right now he doesn't even have one eye. He needs to play in the corner A18 to make one eye. Now here you can jump G17.
Mm-hmm. And then just on a...
Block him once. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think he just dies bigger than he's supposed to. Nobi. And then you just block.
Yep.
So the ladders are not working. Now he'll try a desperate cut at G16, which you can refute by playing F16, H16. And if he goes J17, it doesn't work. This one doesn't work either. You just go down.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the ladder wouldn't work when he cuts, you can Atari and then take the stone at L18. He could live in that corner by playing B15 and then go back to B18. But like this, it's all dead. Well, the point of playing E17 is not to kill the corner, but to go for the outside. And now you took the outside and also killed the corner. It's better than expected. Just Nobi here.
Yep.
Stay ahead on the 4 line, the line of victory.
Gotcha.
And if he pushes again, we have to think if you answer or not. Okay, what's the first instinct here?
I can either attach to the top or I can just diagonal move, like D7.
D8 is good here.
D8 is better.
You can let him have that stone if you want. But push him. I think he'll just connect under, so keep pushing. He's over-concentrated here already. So let him connect or even capture that stone. And block once at C9. That's a tiger mouth shape, which is good for the left side. And when he takes the stone, you just Atari and sacrifice it. He spent too much for killing that guy. You have to do something about the right side. How to reduce that area. To make a sabaki. And think about the edge of R6. So you gotta relay the invasion to that stone.
Yeah,
Atari here you don't have to answer. If he takes his gote. So he played gote once, he captures his gote for 2 points.
I can extend it Q6 in Sente and then start building shape out towards the center.
Yeah, but if you play q6 and he surrounds p7, do you kill him with a push and cut and hane? I think he'll I think he'll panic when you play q6, but it's a little bit of a gamble.
Okay.
I think before you do that, you should play a move around n9 or o9, and from o9 you can go q10 and then attach q8. You don't even have to try to pull out that stone. It's a
Oh,
bit
okay. I
risky.
see.
Play moves like o9. So you don't go all the way
Okay.
with a shoulder hit q9, q10, because being strong he can counter attack with a cap. Well, he tries anyway, but and I knew he will. But if you go if you go q10, because he's desperate, he died in the top left, so he has to try to play harder. And now when you play q10, he has to block. Then you play the attach. Oh wait a second, maybe it works to play to go out now, because there are cutting points. Yeah, go out q6. He will answer either q5 or p4, and then you can attach q8. So in a couple of moves you start to set up some kind of net.
I see. That's how it's done. Okay.
Sometimes. Now, well, leave it like that and play an attach move like m8 to separate that stone, the cap. That move was an overplay. So you try to separate it from the bottom group. If he keeps this stone,
Gotcha.
which was just RG, R6, Q6, it doesn't matter. Those stones, they done their job already, so G6 before build a Moyo. Where is G6? I think G6, if you play it now, it's not going to force an answer. He's already strong in that area. So it would be just a waste. Pull back now.
Okay.
M7. Earlier, maybe he would answer when you G6, but he became so strong after C5 that he doesn't care anymore. Now this is a slow move, so you don't care, and you cut in the middle, L9. So what you did on the right was more like an ambush, with all those stones keeping him busy, but you're actually looking at the middle. He didn't even realize that. Go out. Yeah, you have to. No Ponuki here. And now you can Atari. How is the ladder? Oh, it works. Cut him. M10. And then you become strong. Just capture it right away so he doesn't have other forcing moves. And his entire right side, it's actually on the third line. With all those moves at R7, R8, and R10, R11. Oh, that's a good point. Now you have to use the RG of the top. So play N16 first. To be
M
and
or
N as
Nancy?
in nerd.
Okay, thanks. Cut that one.
That's the first N move N word that came to mind.
Fair enough.
Oh wow, you can connect it now. And he keeps running out, but let me see something else. If you hane here, N11, that gives him nice shape, and you don't want that. But if you hane the other way and you go Atari and extend, well, I guess you don't want to destroy this guy, or you do? Not really.
Not entirely.
I see. Play a hane J10 first.
Okay.
I like the ninja sounds better. I like the clamp of M12. Yeah, play M12 now.
Okay.
Because if you just hane, he Nobi and he has a nice shape, so.
Right.
And now just Atari from the right side. If you throw in an Atari, then it's the Atari won't really bother him.
Right.
So you destroy him. The chat wants to see that. You're a ninja. Take the stone.
Yeah, the chat.
The chat wants to.
The chat enjoys blood.
We know that. Okay, and now you know how to play in the top. You gotta block M16. Let him have the two stones, because you're looking at this group in the middle.
Right.
So when you have options like this, N17, M16, You have to wait a little bit and see which one you use. And then you just block N13 and you push and go for a large kill in the center because you're strong everywhere. Push and
Right.
cut. Cut and then we see what we kill. But now he makes a good shape. K14. So then he can squeeze you, but it's dangerous for him. So maybe he won't. Oh, he Atari. That's bad style. Just connect. Atari is such a bad moving go. Hane here, J15. Because then you have some double Atari. Now one Atari L13 to destroy the eyes, and when he connects you have another Atari. J14, so he's got just one eye for now. Are the cuts a problem in the top? Or you're okay?
I think we're okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Can I just Hane at H11?
No need to Hane. Play Nobi, H10.
Okay.
Atari, it's a move you don't want to play so much.
Right.
Or not all the time.
I told one of the members of my Go club what you keep telling me is that Atari is the worst move in Go. He's like, oh, I hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah. Oh, here you can just connect. This helps you. He will go Atari, which is okay, because otherwise you could play in center. But you got much stronger in that area, and he actually removed all the Agi in the top. So now it's impossible to escape with that group. So how to block this kind of mini monkey jump?
Just J2?
J2, yeah. J1 works too, but he will go for the cut and try to live inside.
Yeah.
Now probably the ambulance is looking for the guy with a motorbike from before. He didn't make it too far. Just block. And now is the time to block G6. Oh wait, this Atari, you don't wanna let him. So just connect.
Oh, okay.
Probably you could play B8, but that's a little greedy. But now
I almost played it.
Go for the greedy variation. Hane G6, and those two stones will die inside. If you if you don't misclick. If you misclick, he might go double Hane without Atari.
Okay.
So he will Atari, and then we show him some counter Ataris. Connect. Oh, wait a second.
Whoop.
You could play better here. You could Atari and then double Atari. Now it's a little different. Oh no, it's nice. And now you block. E8. Good. So those two stones, 3 stones, die inside in Gote, which is good news. So what else? Not much to do.
Do we want to connect the Q6 stones? Does it matter at this point?
They are not too small. Yeah, you should connect them.
Okay.
And it's big to play S2 and to turn M5, but M5 anyway, he cannot push much. He heard me about S2. T14 you can play, so he doesn't play in center. And connect. Then you can, now just protect. More blood. Where to find more blood this game? Nothing else to kill. It's done. You killed a lot. Enough. K19 you can play. And if he blocks, you have Atari. And if he connects, you kill a lot. You're winning by how many points? Let me check real quick. Oh, you need to play another move to kill this group now. And then
which one? The top group or?
No. Oh wow. Yeah, that's an idea. So you don't want to play here, and you kill him anyway. Okay, let's kill the top. Play N18. So more blood. It will be.
There we go.
And then you can also push Q15. Oh wow. Okay, so he wants to live here, but it's pretty impossible. H12. Take away the eye. Go out, no B.
Yep.
And wait a second. No B one more time. F12, so you
Yep.
don't have any kind of problems here. Wait a moment, this is not really Sente. He can cut, then Atari, then... Alright, so Q15 for a little more blood.
Okay. Q15. Ah, I see it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, the Ghost Sage says he really likes you.
thank you very much. I'm the Dracula Sai. It's a new version of Sai. A vampire Sai. It's difficult to kill this group, but yeah,
Oh,
he
I see it.
understood. Actually, if he blocks P15, you cannot cut, because he will Atari, and but you scare him enough with this push. Alright, this was something. 130 points or how much? Let me check the score estimator. If it's still possible.
So, it was a lot of fun. A lot of...
Yeah. Ooh, 150. Mom.
Yikes.
Good luck with the next games. So all the games from now on, you gotta win by 150 till next. Anyway, tomorrow I will try to win like that against the 5 downs on tie gem. So
Oh,
stick
sweet.
around. Thanks
Definitely.
and have a good one.
Yep. Yeah, thanks
Ciao,
for the
ciao.
lesson. Have a great one.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. And as I like to remind everyone, be sure to support Cornel. As you can see, he's on Twitch as Cornel Go. He'll be streaming tomorrow, probably afternoon, around 11 or noon his time, or excuse me, 11 or noon my time, which is Eastern Standard Time, around like 6 or 7 his time. Usually, if you would like lessons from Cornel, they are reasonably priced. They are very informative. He also directs you to good resources for you to do some learning on your own, gives good homework. Definitely knows what he's talking about. I think he's been teaching for like 20 years or something. So be sure to contact him either on IGS or KGS as Cornel through his email address. You can find him online or through Twitch. Definitely worth the little bit of money he charges for the lessons. Also, if you would like to support this content going forward, I do pay Cornel for his time. So your donations, your bits, your cheers, all that stuff is very, very helpful. Continues to support this content for the larger Go community and continues to support this channel specifically. Okay, that's my advertising spiel. As always, thank you guys just for tuning in and for your subscriptions and all the fun we have in chat and in the games. I absolutely appreciate all of you. It's such a real honest to goodness blessing to be able to hang out with you guys and play Go and have a lot of fun.